to our online class arranged by R.K.R.M High School. You know, the teachers of our school are taking online classes for you, and again today I am again here to take another class for you. And today I will take a class for the students of class 9 and 10 in the second paper. And today our topic will be right form of verbs. As you can see, I have written the topic. Okay. So at first, let's discuss something about right form verbs. That means, what is right form verb? We all know that verb is one of the most important words in a sentence, and we cannot write any sentence without verbs. But there are different forms of verbs, you know. Can we use all the forms of verbs in anywhere as we like? No. Suppose, look at the words I have written. There is the word go. This is the main word, main verb, main form of this verb go. And there are other forms, went, which is past form, you know, gone, past participle form. Then sometimes we use es form with the main verb, and which then it becomes goes and going. Okay, so again there is another word, eat, ate, eaten, eats, eating. So we see there are lots of forms of a main verb. But can we use any of the forms in a sentence? No, there are certain rules, and these rules are called right form or uses of right forms of verbs. So look, I have written a sentence. Look carefully, I have written a sentence. They have, play is in the bracket, which is the main verb, cricket. They have played cricket. We have to change the word play, the verb play, accordingly, rightly, which is play right here, or we have to use some other forms of the word play. So at first we have to know what other forms there are for the word play. Like we can write play, played, plays, playing. So which word will be correct here? Okay, which word will be correct here? That is the rule of right form of verb. So now, as I have written this sentence, I am at first correcting this sentence with a rule. Look, the sentence, the word play is a verb, and before it there is have, which we call an auxiliary verb. Here the rule is, if there is have, has or had before a main verb, then we have to use past participle form of the main verb. So the past participle form is played. So the sentence will be, they have played cricket. This is the rule for this sentence. So what is the rule? If there is have, has or had before a main verb, then we have to use past participle form. I hope you all understand this. So now I will go for another example or another rules. So look carefully. Many of the rules of right form verbs are tense based, which you find very easy. You will find very easy. So at first look at this rule. As you know, the definition of the tenses and the structures of tenses, if you know them well, you will find it very easy. And the rules of the right form verbs. If we want to describe any regular activities that we normally do usually, then we will use present indefinite tense. So here you will have to know the structure of the present indefinite tense. Look, suppose I write a sentence. Here I have written a sentence, I drink milk every day. Okay, so that is my regular activities, habitual activities. I am used Okay, I do it regularly. So when we do any activities regularly, then we will have to present indefinite tense. So what will be the correct answer here? The word drink shall remain drink, as the structure is of present indefinite tense is subject, verb, object, and extension. Okay, so I hope this one is clear to you. Now, if we look at another example, let me write an example in the board. Look at this sentence. The boys play football now. Okay. The rule here is, if there is in any sentence now, at present, at this moment. If there is now, at present, at this moment in any sentence, then we will use present continuous tense. So now we will complete the sentence using present continuous tense. So what are the structures? The boys are playing football now. Present continuous tense, we use am is for are. Here the boys are plural, so we have used are. And after am is am, we have to use ing form, so I have used ing. The boys are playing football now. I hope this is also clear to you. There are some other rules also. For just following the words, you can look at the words and you can decide which structure we follow. Now, I will write another sentence. So look at this sentence. Here, this is another example of using right form of verbs, just looking at a single word. Here, the word is just. Okay. So if you find just now, recently, this type of words in a sentence, then you will to complete the sentence using present perfect tense. Okay, present perfect tense. So this will be, my brother has just landed. So has refers to the present perfect tense. I hope this is also clear to you. So now I will go for some other rules, like get a sentence, another example. This is another example, another sentence. Here we will look at not a single word, we will look at a phrase. And the phrase is, it is time. The rule is, if there is, it is high time, it is time, this type of phrases in the sentence, then we will change the verb with past form. Okay? So the correct sentence will be, it is high time we took our decisions. So if there is high time, this type of phrases in the sentence, then the main verb would be the past form. So this is a rule. Then we can go for another sentence, another rule, like there is a rule regarding while. While play. Look at this sentence, look at this example, and the sentence starts with while. There is a rule, if the sentence, if there is while and the verb is immediately after while, okay, while then verb, so then you will use ing form with the main verb while playing fail down. And there is another rule regarding while he play look at this sentence also. Here we have also used while, but the difference is the verb here is after while and the verb here is at first there is verb, then a subject, then a verb. If this happens, while subject, then verb, then we will use past continuous tense. So we know the structure of past continuous tense, was or where, we will use was, then ing. So if the main verb, if the verb is immediately after while, then we will use ing form with the main verb, and if the verb is after the subject and the word is before the subject, he was playing. So I hope this is also clear to you. Now look at another example, another rule. Look, the rule is here, if there is as if or as though in a sentence. If there is as if or as though in a sentence, then we will use the past form of the verb. He talks as if he knew everything. As though, as if, and the verb will be in the past form. And there is a simple rule. We know there are lots of prepositions in English grammar. And if there is a preposition and the verb is after the preposition, then this is the structure, preposition plus verb, then what will you do? Now let me write a sentence. After finished breakfast, you went to school. So the rules will be here regarding preposition. You know after is a preposition, and if there is a verb after a preposition, that means at first there will be preposition and then verb, then we will use ing form with the main verb. So this will be after finishing breakfast, you went to school. This rule is applicable regarding all prepositions except one preposition, and the preposition is to. If there is to in a sentence and the verb is after this preposition to, then what do you do? Now let me write a sentence. I have a very simple sentence regarding this rule. He wants to play is in bracket. Here is a preposition, again like this. This is a preposition, this is a preposition, this is a verb, this is a verb. Here we have used ing form, but here we will use the main form of the verb. That means player remains. There will be both change after two preposition. I hope you understand the rule. Then we will go for students. These are some of the rules of writing of verbs, and I have discussed some of the rules. There are some other rules also, which I will discuss in another class. You just follow these rules and practice these rules at home. You will find it easier. Look at the rules again and again. Go through the rules and look at the examples. Examples will help you to make it clear, make the rules clear. That's all for today. Thank you all.